Good afternoon, everyone. In the previous lecture, we have finished the ointment and paste. Today, we will start with jellies. Jellies are transparent or translucent, non greasy, semi solid preparation. These are meant for external application to skin or the mucous membrane. So, there are three types of jellies: medicated jelly, lubricating jelly, and miscellaneous. Medicated jellies contain spermicidal jellies, local anesthetic and antiseptic property. Lubricating jellies are used for lubrication of diagnostic equipment such as surgical glove, cystoscope, finger stalls, catheter, rectal thermometer, etc. And the last one is miscellaneous. These are meant for patch testing and electrocardiography. Then the formulation of jellies. Formulation means which ingredients we use while preparation of jellies. These are gelling agents and tragacanth. Tragacanth is used for the preparation of lubricating, medicated and contraceptive jellies. The concentration of gum required for the preparation of jellies vary from 2 to 5%. Then why Tragacan jellies are famous, why these are most popular, or these are becoming nowadays it's become less popular because they cannot store for long time. They may be prone to microbial growth or microbial contamination. Its viscosity is very. Its residential film formed after evaporation of jelly tends to flake, means it forms flake or it is loose viscously bound beyond pH 4.5 to 7. The next one is sodium alginate, pectin, starch, gelatin, cellulose derivatives. These are the gelling agents. Then preparation of jellies. A pharmaceutical jelly are usually prepared by adding thickening agent such as tragacan, carboxymethyl cellulose, etc. to aqueous solution of drug. The mass is triturated in the mortar until uniform product is obtained. The glass pestle and mortar is used in case of dark colored drug. If the drug is dark colored, the glass pestle and mortar are used. The whole gum should be preferred over powdered gum to prepare the jelly because it produces clear preparation of uniform consistency. The next one is preservation of jellies. Jellies contain large amount of water, so these are prone to bacterial fungal growth. As jellies contain a large amount of water, so it may be chances of microbial contamination or fungal growth. Jellies must be suitably preserved by adding preservative. A most commonly used preservative is methyl parahydroxybenzoate or propyl parahydroxybenzoate. Then the storage of jellies. Jellies are stored in a well filled and well closed container to minimize evaporation of water. Jellies are stored in a cool place to prevent drying out. The sterile jellies such as catheter lubricant are packed in collapsible tube. So this is all about jellies. In the next lecture we will see about poultices.